Come on, get your fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
Come and get your fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
It's the fix.
Come tune in and get your fix of the culture.
Come and get your fix.
Come on, get a fix of the culture. Come on, get your fix of the culture.
Tap in to the Fix LA. Come get your fix of the culture.
Welcome to The Fix, episode 34.
That's what episode we on?
Episode 34.
Episode 34.
We're here with the best rapper in the world, Deja Vu, and a legendary special guest, Zachariah Shoots.
Yeah.
Thought we were going to get a little clapping thing, but there it goes.
Right.
We're on. There we go.
Thank you for having me.
There we go. We're going to get more into all your credentials and everything you've done for the city and how just tapped in and connected you are later. But for now, let's get into some music.
Yes, what we've been listening to.
Give me one or two songs that you've been listening to that you love or that people have to hear.
You know, I've been listening to this song, It's Just Money. It's like a whisper mantra song.
Okay.
It's just talking about money.
Okay.
Money coming to me easily. That
Hey.
one. And then Water by Tyler. That song is taking the world by storm right now. You can't go anywhere without hearing that song. So that song's been, it's got everybody in a chokehold, including me.
I'm going to check it out.
Water, yeah. So.
I got to.
Deja Vu. Okay.
That was accurate as fuck. What?
What about you, R&B? What you listening to?
Lady London.
Lady London. She's dope.
And Tony Jones.
Aw, thank you so much.
Well, not yet for everybody else. But I have the you know, I have it early, and it's definitely been on repeat.
I appreciate that.
Side A and B. I gotta get into A.
Zachariah, I dropped 2 projects. They're out, but I'm not telling people till Sunday.
Okay.
Side A is an EP called
You
Where's
just
the...
said it.
Right. Well, this won't be out for like a week, but Side A is called Where's the Love. It's an EP.
Okay.
It has that rock song on it. Side B is an album called Guard Your Heart.
Dope.
And that's what I'm playing for everyone on Sunday.
Amazing.
At Black House. This Sunday,
Black
7
House.
p.m. Come out, please. Come out, please.
Black House.
Shout out to
Black
Priscilla, Curly Shoe. She's coming all the way from San Antonio to come to my event on Sunday.
That's
dope. Come
a
on,
big
Curly
fucking
Shoe.
deal.
That's a real friend.
It's going to be an amazing event. It's going to be a nice celebration. All things Tony Jones,
Thank you.
his career,
Thank you.
whether it's been in music, modeling, acting, his design, his clothing brand, his artistry, his creativity, his management, his everything.
Wow, I
He's
appreciate
just
that.
been a jack of all trades.
Thank you. Thank you. Save that for Sunday,
Definitely.
please.
It was
Thank
a lot
you.
more.
Yeah,
for
I
Sunday.
appreciate that.
There's a lot for Sunday, so don't trip.
Executive producer Starreon
Starreon.
also released a single that you would
Hey.
really like. It's an amazing R&B record.
Loyal.
It's called Loyal, featuring Derek Butler.
Crenshaw Blue, we see you.
Okay.
Produced by 6 Points.
Hey, 6 points.
I played that joint in the car the other day, and it was like in random rotation with like some other songs I'm listening to now. And the production, the mixing, the engineering, the writing, the vocals are just very,
Official as
very,
fuck.
very good. So shout out to Starreon, executive producer. Yes, sir.
All right.
One of my favorite segments.
AKA the twin, Al Madden, I see y'all. That's kind of in the way, Star.
When I can, I'll try to watch something at night. I've been putting on background movies, while I'm getting stuff done at the house. But Love is Blind Season 5 is back, and y'all know how I feel about that show. I love that show,
You so jump right into that.
and I can't wait to watch it.
I haven't yet, but
I haven't yet either.
I'm not a TV girl either.
I love Love is Blind, though. I just haven't gotten to the new season yet.
Zachariah, how do you feel when, and we'll get to that later, like working with all of these actresses and actors and artists and stuff like that? Literally, you've shot everybody. How does it feel seeing them? Like, do you feel like you have to watch their show or movie, or how does that work?
Rocky Rock.
Sometimes I like to, I like to support and watch at least watch it once to see, what's
Yeah.
up. But yeah, I like to support the people that I shoot and the things that they do.
Feel obligated?
Not always. I mean, sometimes, because there's some things that I'm just like, I feel like I'm not really their demographic and I don't,
Right.
But sometimes, like, if I'm interested in it, I'll watch it, if I'm at all interested.
What are y'all watching?
Arian, Sleepless in LA in the building.
Deja Vu.
Like right now, I'm not watching anything right now.
Same.
But I will start watching Love is Blind. I just finished, Too Hot to Handle season, whatever, last season, season 5, and then The Ultimatum.
Okay. I've been wanting to check that out when
Yeah.
it's like you marry me or leave, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, I finished that.
Not happening.
But I haven't really had time to watch too much lately.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, because you're booked and busy, both of y'all.
I'm booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
Definitely busy.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any restaurants that are must eat, must share, you have to go to in the city?
Not
Yeah.
new. I mean, not that I've in the past week.
Okay.
I haven't.
Mardi Gras Tuesdays.
Where's that at?
That's in the Valley. That's in Sherman Oaks. It's like a Creole,
Gotta be.
like Creole kind of fusion. It's black owned.
Is it
It's
called Mardi Gras
I
It's
was-
Tuesdays?
called Mardi Gras Tuesdays.
Literally, I was just fixing
Yeah.
my mouth to say the
It's
same
literally
thing.
called Mardi Gras Tuesdays.
So does it only pop on Tuesdays?
No. It's I think it's Monday through Sunday. They have a really dope brunch too. We just had a music video there.
What part of Sherman Oaks?
It's on Ventura. Yeah.
Gotta check it
Ventura and what, brother? That's a long street.
Look, man, I
Long
know.
stretch of road.
It's Sherman Oaks. It's not Encino and it's not Studio City. It's Sherman Oaks.
So Van Nuys and Ventura?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Like, I don't remember the cross street. Yeah, it's Van Nuys, Ventura. Yeah.
out.
Because
Hey,
I'm out there all the time. Bro.
Yeah,
Google works.
It's on the,
series real.
it's in Sherman Oaks.
Google works and
You can
series
Google. Yeah,
real.
Google is.
Is it Fat Tuesdays on Ventura by the Paradise and Crave?
It's not
and all that?
Fat Tuesdays.
Okay.
It's
okay.
Mardi Gras Tuesdays.
Okay.
Yeah. 'Cause,
Damn,
I mean,
those
Fat
are both places.
It might have been called Fat Tuesdays at some point. I don't know.
Okay.
it's- Yeah. Mardi
I'm
Gras
gonna
I'm gonna check it out. Songbird Misha, one of the best singers in the world, is in the building.
Okay.
Cue the music. What up, brother? Appreciate y'all joining in.
Okay.
So, I want to make sure I give you the proper introduction
Okay.
because your resume is very, very extensive.
Okay.
And even though you're like the nicest, humblest guy I've been around, you work with a lot of people.
Thank you.
A lot of people. So Zachariah shoots as a photographer. Now, when I say photographer, all your favorite shows, he's probably shot the lead or the supporting or the recurring actor on that show. He shoots everybody. So and your photos are great. I've shot with them. Deja Vu shot with them. Starreon will probably eventually shoot with them. We're setting up another shoot now to come shoot for the actors I manage. So your photography is amazing, and I've seen the growth and where you're going with that. So applause to that. You're an artist as well.
I'm an artist as well.
You're a singer and a dancer, and I didn't know until I'm at
Station.
More Mondays at Station 1640 one night. This is probably last year, maybe. And he goes up because it's karaoke, and he starts singing. I'm like, Zachariah can sing. That boy can sing. And then he started hitting the dancing. I'm like, okay, he don't.
I found out the same way. I think it was a night we went to stay.
Yes. And we're like, that's Zachariah on the
So
thing.
you found out the same
The
night.
same night.
It's like, wait, what is he doing up? Yeah, we found out the same night then because
And-
we definitely went that night.
But he's a very good singer and dancer,
Yes.
so it's not just for play. You know, he used to be in a group back in the day. Okay, all right. Hey,
Wow.
hey, brother. Okay, we won't get into that.
Very briefly.
You're also an actor.
Yeah.
So you're embodying the hustle of LA and doing everything you can, which is something I do as well. And you're really taking advantage of your opportunity. Triple threat, like Misha said,
Absolutely.
maybe a quadruple threat. You've shot for magazines like Esquire, Vanity Fair, and The Advocate.
Yeah.
Crazy. I got a couple questions for you, brother.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing photography, and what made you start doing that?
So I've been doing photography for about 6 years now, since 2017.
Okay.
And I started taking photos on my phone. A Samsung, shout out Samsung because
shit.
got the best cameras, on the phones. But yeah, I started shooting on my Samsung Galaxy Note 8, and my friends, would always ask me to take photos of them. They saw my photos and they're like, "You should charge for this." And I'm like, "Okay, let me put a little promo thing on my Instagram, make a new Instagram, and
See what
post on
happens.
Facebook and see if anybody bites." And
A lot of people bid.
a few people,
Damn.
I got a few customers at first, and I show up with my phone and like, wait a minute, I'm like, yeah. But they're, the photos turned out great. I have a little like phone snaps highlight on my Instagram, so you can see like the phone photos from when I first started out. But yeah, and then I got a camera about a year later, and
So you did photos on your phone for a year,
yeah.
and then you got the camera. Is that the same camera you use now?
No, I got a new camera since then.
Oh, because it's been years.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
he's
been
upgraded.
six-
So you
six
keep
years.
upgrading.
Yeah, gotta level up.
I
it's,
love
it's
it.
always about improvement and growth. So
I won't ask you what camera,
Yeah.
but when I've shot with you,
Mm-hmm.
the next time I shot with you, the pictures were better. So
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if that was the switch, but the next time I started
Probably,
seeing you
yeah.
post, they were already dope, and then they got even
Yeah.
better. I'm like, hey,
yeah, well, it depends. Look, it's also the lighting too, because you shot
Right.
with me back when I was shooting in my apartment.
yes,
And I was using continuous light then, so the lighting situation is different.
yeah,
But now I shoot, I moved to a studio now, and
Hey, now.
I have, expensive flash.
yes. I've shot with
set
you
up
3
strobes.
times. She shot,
Yeah.
I think, twice
Twice.
with you, and we have another one coming up.
Yeah, cool. Looking forward to it.
What is your most proud moment?
My most proud moment, probably when I shot for Vanity Fair, that was really a big moment. That was kind of crazy.
How was that? Did you get the call, email? Like,
Yes.
how did that go?
Okay, so my friend Brad Everett Young, he's a celebrity photographer. I work with him a lot. He's in the studio in the same building. He has a studio in the same building that that my studio's in.
Mm-hmm.
He has a lot of connections. He has like a showroom in his studio. But anyway, he asked me to do to like collab with him on the shoot for Vanity Fair. His photos are like interview magazine type type photos, and I think I forget which magazine his photos ended up in, and then mine. I think we both got some in Vanity Fair, but yeah. So that was really cool. That was unexpected, and then my
It's a big
photos.
deal.
Yeah, and then also Esquire. Doing Esquire was really dope as well. Just think it's stuff that I never thought that would happen as a
Yeah.
photographer. Like I kind of just started doing photography as a side hustle.
Yeah.
And then, I ended up shooting people, and then they got my photos in Esquire and Vanity Fair. I'm like, whoa, this is like,
Beyond what you
this is
expected.
crazy. It's like, I never, it never really registered. I'm like, wow, I really got my stuff in these magazines.
Now it's your main hustle.
Yeah. So it's yeah.
To turn a side hustle to a main hustle
Yeah.
is,
Yeah,
is
exactly.
is super dope.
Mm.
What's your biggest like inspiration? Do you have like other photographers or like have you been inspired by other photographers?
That was my next
or-
question. That's dope.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
There's a few photographers that I like look at. Like me, I taught myself photography for the most part. I did work with I used to intern for this photographer, Leland Duran. He's an acting coach as well. He kind of I was doing behind the scenes stuff for him and just a bunch of things. And he is a dope, like amazing celebrity photographer and acting coach. He coached Jennifer Hudson in Respect.
Oh wow.
He works on Doom Patrol, and he also coaches Marlon Wayans. Now he does,
That's dope.
he works
Yeah.
with a lot of really dope people. So, so he kind of had me, he gave me his camera to like, mess around with, and then after that, he told me like what I needed to know, and then, sent me on a little YouTube journey. So once I got a camera, I just YouTube University, man. It really
Right.
works. It's
You can learn so much on YouTube.
so much
You
on
really
YouTube.
can.
Yeah.
Hey. Pharaoh
Um,
Monroe, I see you.
before we get to, and I hope Songbird Misha's still in here for this. We're gonna do Mount Rushmore singers in a second.
Uh-oh.
But how do you approach challenges or setbacks in your field, and what advice do you have for others facing similar obstacles?
Well, right now the challenge I'm dealing with is the strike. It's affecting all of us. My bread and butter, like really, how I pay my bills is headshots, and and not as many people. Like when the strike first started, I think like my clientele went down like 75%.
Oh,
It was
wow.
crazy. It was like, it was a lot. So I had to kind of learn to pivot. So just learning to adapt to situations.
Yeah.
Because I do with photography, I kind of do everything.
You do.
So it's like I realized I can do personal branding and work with like small businesses and things like that, and also weddings. So I started booking more weddings. So just learning to pivot, learning to adapt in any field is really important. You know, if you have a skill, you know, find different ways to make money doing that skill.
Right.
So yeah, I just had to learn to like you know, I had a sale, you know,
Yeah.
for the strike, and yeah, just seeing your, you know, who your clientele is, and also adapting to their needs is important.
Ariel.
Ariel Valentine, another legendary artist.
Yes.
You heard the good news. The writers
She is
have.
still here.
The writer's
Songbird.
strike, yes, the writer's strike is over.
Yes.
Yeah, I was at. It's funny. I was at Idle Hour last night, which is near my studio, and we sat down to eat, and then all of a sudden, every writer in LA
Yeah.
just came in.
What?
I'm like, yo, where did and I didn't know what
wave.
was going on, but they were
Yeah.
all yelling and screaming and hollering, and they're like, woo, and I'm just like, what are we celebrating? Like, what? Because like there was hundreds of people in there just
Wow.
and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then they're like, the writer's strike is over. I'm like, oh wow. So then
Which
I
means
started
we're getting
celebrating
closer
with
to everyone working.
them. Right.
Absolutely.
Thank God for that.
And for you getting booked and busy again
Yes, and that,
for your
that as
headshot season.
As well as weddings. We want that
As
to
well as
continue
weddings.
Yes.
always
You
and
know,
forever.
you know,
Yes. You got one, boo. I got one more question before we do Mount Rushmore. What is a piece of advice, Zachariah, you wish you had received earlier in your career or journey?
Ooh, that's a good question. A piece of advice that I think. I think.
Gotcha.
yeah. One thing is.
Polly Rob.
Yeah.
Polly Rob Woodall.
Sorry, Zachariah.
No,
Shouting
no.
people out.
Yeah, we got you.
Maybe a little earlier, you know, having a deposit, a holding deposit, because I've wasted my time a little bit. You know, with people like I ended up driving somewhere. Like I drove all the way out to Santa Monica one time. I'm like, hey, where are you? And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it. I'm like, I literally just drove all the way out to Santa
Wow.
That
And
kind of
for you. I'm like,
you do
okay.
deposits now, yes.
I do
yes.
deposits now. Yeah, this was very early on.
That
This is
kinda-
very early on.
that kind of goes into my question of like, what's the most difficult client or awkward, crazy?
You don't got to name them.
No. Yeah.
You don't. It's kind of like don't say no names.
Yeah. The most difficult client, I think. Okay. Also, another thing that I feel like I've learned is don't let people negotiate prices on you,
Yeah, don't
because
let them
those are the
tell you
people that are going to also disrespect you or want more
for less.
and try it for less. And it's like, no, your price is your price. Keep your price your price. Don't make exceptions for people. Unless you know it's a case by case, but like unless you really like find it in your heart to do it, like, you know what I mean, like if you really want to do it, that's one thing, but if you let somebody talk you down, then
They're only always gonna value you down there.
yeah, they're gonna devalue you. They're gonna always, those are the people that want more from you and are going to not respect what you're actually doing. Like the people that are gonna respect you are gonna pay your price and not
Yeah.
ask you to lower it.
Having your own business, I think with anything that rule has to apply, even with you with like your clothing brand.
Yeah.
Like this is the price,
Yeah.
and you still get a hell of a lot of clients and
Yeah.
customers that way. So
Yeah.
you don't have to drop just, you know what I mean? Because you want to get clients that are willing to pay and respect your
Yeah.
value.
Yeah.
So that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was times where Zachariah, I've seen so many different specials and so many different 30 minutes or hour in this. And he had a special where it was like unlimited shoots and photos in 30 minutes. And I know people were changing every 2 minutes. There was like a look, they go change, do another look. Every 3 minutes they changing. And I know I think after that time you changed it.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is, like, now I'm 30, so I'm like, I can't do this. I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like, I
Every
did
30
I did it
minutes?
for a long time, and I was just doing it because it worked. But I'm like, of course it worked. It's an insane deal. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But people were very ambitious, and you know, got 30 minutes. They tried to throw on. Like,
I did it one time.
6 to
Yeah.
9. Yeah, you did do it.
Yes, you
but you
did.
didn't have that many looks though. You didn't kill me. But some people came in with like
10
one,
looks.
One person came in with 9 looks. We got it knocked
In
out.
30
It was like
minutes?
I was so proud. I'm like, we did this. But I'm like, look, never again. Because the thing is, when people come in with an expectation that we're gonna get 6 looks, and then sometimes they show up late, and it's just like. Oh, I thought I got a full 30 minutes. I'm like, you came late, so you know I'm back to back. So yeah, just that was a nice like learning curve. I'm like, okay, I don't have to kill myself over every 30 minutes. Like it's because that was hard work.
So you didn't have like 15 minutes between each 30 minutes. It literally was like 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, it depends. Like I wouldn't sell out every
Every
time.
slot.
So I tried to be like, no, like, this is what I have available, and like give myself at least 30 minutes. But yeah, it was a lot of work. It was really I was really working like back to back. Every 30 minutes, like, all right, here we go again. Like, it was crazy. But now I just, then I went to like 2 looks. I'm like, I know I can get 2 looks in 15 minutes. So let me just like, it's easier. It's a little more chill. Like, I don't have to kill myself.
Wait, so who was your craziest client? I'm not who, but what was the craziest scenario or situation that was just like insane?
Craziest? I feel like I disassociate because I thought about this the other day and I'm like, it was kind of funny because I don't remember like who she was or what her exact problem was, with the shoot. I think like it was just like I try to do deals and make things affordable for everybody because I don't like charging actors, especially now. I'm like. And as an actor myself, I know how expensive acting is, and how like auditioning, just even like doing self tapes, you have to, it's like what $22 a minute for a self tape when you upload it on Actors Access.
Yes,
that's crazy. Like that adds up.
Lazy.
And so I'm like, okay, I try to keep it as affordable as possible. But I don't know. One girl was like, she just started talking crap about my studio. I'm like,
After the shoot or before?
After the shoot, like she's like, your studio is not even all that, blah blah blah. I'm like,
dang.
I don't even remember. Like I don't know what like the photos were good. There's photos like I know the photos were good, and I made sure that she looked great in the photos, and then I blocked her. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna give you the best headshot you've ever gotten, and you're never gonna shoot with me again because she was so disrespectful.
Did
Wow.
she pay?
She paid.
Oh,
But
yeah,
she was
that's
just
random.
very, very disrespectful. I don't remember what other problem was, but she just started like, yeah, she was just disrespectful.
Just
so I gave her
popping
a
off.
good photo and then I blocked her.
That is crazy.
Because I'm like,
So I hope you got your list together
Oh my God.
because
Are we jumping to that or are we going to go through the quick fix?
No, we're doing it now.
Listen, y'all.
We're gonna do it now.
Tony is always so. If we have a Mount Rushmore of any genre,
I'm so excited.
Tony wants to skip anything
Yeah, I'm
and
excited.
go straight to that.
It get the clickbait.
look,
click
you
going.
you even skipped over the what song had you in your feels last week.
Did I?
yeah, we didn't talk
Cause
about
he
that.
had one.
I had
What song
one.
had you in your feels, brother?
I had you look. You know what? It was nostalgia, and also I'm like, it was Day 26.
Oh wow.
Wait, what was the song?
Since
Are
you've
we
been-
are we in this together by
Oh.
Day 26?
I love Day 26.
And I'm like I had to. It was just nostalgic. I'm like, ooh, this is a good song.
That was the making the band. Did he
Yes.
had
Making the
And
band.
it was
Are we
battling.
in this
I-
together? Yeah.
Yes, I watched Making the Band, so I
was-
really
yeah.
love Day 26, Danny
Yeah.
D. Kane. Like I watched
Yeah.
both.
I love
both
Danny D. Kane.
seasons,
You're right.
and I actually love the music.
Me
Like
too.
the albums they put out were actually.
He
Like,
He made
Great.
good bands.
yes, he
made
does.
it.
He did.
Sorry, I skipped over that, brother.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. But I
anxious.
had one. I'm like, I gotta.
Because it's definitely Quick Fix is definitely
Next.
yes.
Yes.
Not Rushmore's.
No, we put the topic with the guest. Hey, yes. Songbird. Misha's waited around for
No,
this.
she's saying yes to Making the Band and Danny D. Kane and Day 26.
Oh, okay.
I don't
And she
know.
also saying yes.
Also, speaking of songbirds, Kiara Lanier, I don't know if she's still in here, but I saw her comment.
Yeah.
She's an amazing singer, amazing
now.
artist, one of my favorite singers actually. She should be on my Mount Rushmore. She belongs on a Mount Rushmore.
Let's
of
get her on the
singers,
show.
for real.
Hey now.
Yeah.
And
What's her name?
Songbird
Kiana?
Misha.
Kiara Lanier.
Kiara Lanier. Kiara Lanier, if you're interested, please DM The Fix. Misha, we got to get you on
She
here as well.
definitely needs to. She has some dope shit going on.
So I usually have my list prepared prior,
Yeah.
and I had the upper hand, but I forgot to do mine.
Okay.
So,
And you still rushing it. Got you, gang.
so we're gonna
It's
do
not called a Rush Less.
Mount
Right.
Rush. Yes, Mount Rush less. So my Mount Rushmore top
Yes, Deja, I am.
singers
Top favorite
of all
singer.
time. I was trying to get him to do singers that you can really sing, but he was gonna go more like
His
vocal,
favorite.
like his
Nah,
favorite.
I'm just gonna do my favorite
artists.
Yeah.
He's kind of it's his. It's not based on numbers. It's not based on stats. None of that. Sales. It's just your personal faith.
Misha, please list your 4 as well. We really value your singing opinion because you're one of the best vocalists I have ever heard. I feel like there's 2 people that should be on everyone's list.
Okay.
I just want to know. You said that before,
Yeah.
and now I
Yeah,
really
yeah.
want to know who this.
I
person
I feel like it's
is.
disrespectful if these 2 people aren't on your list.
I can guess who they are. They're probably not on my list, but I can guess who they are.
I feel like they're not on mine either.
So obviously, Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey should be
yeah.
on both y'all's
I
lists.
have
Yeah.
Whitney.
You don't have Mariah? You crazy. You crazy for that. You crazy.
She's not a great. I mean, we really had to like sum it up, and I tried to follow the rules this week, kinda.
Before we finish, Antoinette, welcome.
Goldie.
She made the connection to get my jackets in a store in 2018, which
wow.
I'm still in now. Love. If you can come down to LA this Sunday, I'm having a thing. But anyway,
Having a thing, North Hollywood Black House.
you crazy for not putting Mariah Carey on your list.
It's not that she's not on it. She just
It's in top 4. You crazy.
Whitney Houston is first. Songbird said Whitney Houston is first. That is her music mother. Always
I agree.
and forever.
I agree. My other 2, I was very quick right now. I came up with "Please Don't Kill Me," Songbird Misha. I came up with it was either between Freddie Mercury from Queen,
That's
because
good.
he had like 5 octaves. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Wow.
And Christina Aguilera can really, really sing, or Michael Jackson, because
Yeah.
I felt like Michael's range was crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that. You know, I'm just like, I understand it, but like now we talking Mount Rushmore. I had a list, but I'm like, you know what? This is not like my personal favorite. This is a Mount Rushmore. But at the same time, I'm like, I gotta, you know, cause like of singers, I'm like, yeah. But I just listen to what I listen to, and I like what I like.
Say your list,
So,
brother.
all right, Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Stevie Wonder is
That's good.
he's number 1.
That's good.
Marvin Gaye.
Oh, wow. He going with it.
I'm an old soul. Prince.
Can he sing better than Freddie Mercury, brother? Just putting it out there. All right.
Marvin Gaye?
Marvin Gaye.
Yes.
Freddie Mercury?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I respect it.
Marvin Gaye is definitely. There's no
I'm gonna
argument
say yes
there.
because it's debatable, and yes,
There's no argument with
there's no argument.
Marvin.
Exactly. And then Alicia Keys.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Did you hear I
Okay.
said Prince too?
I didn't
No,
hear you
I
say
didn't
Prince.
hear
Prince.
Prince.
Secret Bar and
Secret.
Grill. I don't know if that's Nana
What?
or Drayson, but yo, no, that's fam right there.
Secret, definitely. Songbird said I can only separate list females and then males. I get that.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
Hey, cheesy honey. I get
What
that.
up?
You got Prince in your vocalist. That's pretty dope.
You know, Prince is just so unique, but also just it's not even. I mean, not even just as a vocalist, as an artist, and as a whole.
I
like-
think I would put him on my.
We're talking vocalists, brother.
Yeah, I know.
As my
but
Rushmore-
he's influenced so many
Yes.
vocalists.
Me.
I would put him on my Rushmore of actual just artists.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Like
We're
as
going to
an
do that
actual-
next week.
Oh well, there
Man,
it is.
well, we should
There's
have done
one.
it this week.
Goldie said yes to Stevie. Songbird likes the list so far. I'm not mad at Whitney. I'm not mad at Marvin, and I'm not mad at Prince.
So, to recap for the newbies here, I said Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Freddie Mercury, and either Christina Aguilera or Michael Jackson. Zachariah says Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Alicia Keys, and Prince. Amazing list. Deja Vu, what you got for us?
Didn't write him. I had him in my phone.
Ariel's still here.
Tank. Wow, Tank. He says Tank, Whitney, Jacob Collier, and Daryl Walls.
We got some crowd participation.
Daryl Walls.
I'm not mad at that either.
Daryl.
This so funny. I just love me some Ariel because my list.
Alicia Keys, we love you. She thumbs down Alicia Keys. She crazy. Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm not mad at Songbird for that. I
Oh,
didn't
y'all
say
crazy.
anything.
As a vocalist, I'm not mad at her either. I just love Alicia Keys.
See,
How's she on your list and then you be
listen,
not
because
okay.
he just said his wasn't based on vocals.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just as R&B,
Not necessarily
R&B.
based on
Okay.
vocal ability, but I saw Alicia Keys live in July, and it was incredible. Incredible. She puts on an amazing show. She
Amazing
sounded amazing.
I just said I wasn't mad at the ones you guys did pick. I didn't mention her, but when Songbird had that, I just have to second Songbird because I agree. Lady Gaga can blow, can't stand her music. That's hilarious.
What you got, Vu?
Okay, so my list, I had Whitney. I did have Whitney. Brandy, she is the vocal Bible. I'm sorry, she's for sure always on my list.
Okay.
Jasmine Sullivan,
Wow.
Ariel, I saw he had Tank on his list. I also had Tank on mine.
Wow. Well, Tank can really sing.
Tank can
Yeah,
sing.
he
Tank
can
can
really
really
go.
sing.
Yeah, he can sing.
And he may not be known to many,
Yeah.
but those who know. Duran Bernard.
That's my guy.
Duran is just his range. What you spoke on range. His range, what he can do with his voice. It's such an instrument. I can't leave Duran Bernard off. And honorable mention. I know I already said more than 4.
You got 5.
Kim Burrell.
I got a couple honorable mentions.
I gotta
myself.
throw Kim Burrell. Kim Burrell is just Kim Burrell is something else. She's a gospel singer.
That's pretty dope of you to put. I've known Duran for 10 years now. That's the homie. Star, please get her that clip so we can shout out Duran.
Duran, I
the
just
growth and just he's really doing
every
his thing.
project he's put out, every live performance he's
Yeah.
done. Anytime he's performing live in LA, I try to make every one of them. There's actually a performance he did have in Hollywood, and me and my 2 sisters went, and you can actually hear Songbird. You have to go find it. I got to send it to you. You hear us screaming in the background. Because we were at one of his shows, and it was amazing. Alex Simone is another one. Songbird Misha is another. Like,
Yeah, I got a couple honorable mentions.
Let me
Talk
hear him,
about
brother.
him.
I got India Carney.
okay.
If you don't know, her voice is crazy. It's haunting. It's
Wow.
so good. It's crazy. Her voice, like, especially when she does her acapella stuff. I want her to make more acapella, like, record acapella songs. She does a lot of like Instagram acapella stuff, but it's crazy. Her acapella renditions. And then Candace Boyd. Candace
My God!
Candace does, every time she sings, I'm like, you are crazy.
I wanted to say her too. I thought
Yeah.
about her and Amber.
Yeah.
Just because Stevie Mackey has his like
Yeah,
Taco
yeah.
Tuesdays and he
Yeah.
has these, them
love
singing
Candace.
live. Amber
That's my
Riley,
girl.
Candace Boyd.
Yeah. I'm gonna add Adele
Whew.
as well. Adele can really,
She
really
does.
get down.
She has
Yeah,
a lot of passion in her sound.
Hey, appreciate the list, guys.
Yeah.
That was great. Misha, I still need yours. Your 4. Did she do 4? Misha 4, please. Come on, we respect you.
India,
I really respect
India.
Ashley J.
Ariel and Misha's
Input.
song, like music input. I really value them as musicians and artists.
Absolutely.
Let's get to the quick fix.
Quick fix.
Quick fix. We need a noise for that, brother. Quick fix.
We
quick
do.
Fix.
We gotta
Something
get
like
a
that,
sound
brother.
bite or something.
You want to do the Bone Thugs?
Boom, 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 boom.
Boo.
We just want to send our prayers to Crazy Bone. He has been hospitalized. We do not know the status. He is not passed. Regardless of the bullshit, clout chasing, that's blogs. Prayers out to Crazy Bone and the whole Bone Thug, Mo Thugs, the whole camp. We just want to send our prayers.
Amen.
Amen.
Hit the next one too. That's your best friend.
Chris Brown?
Yeah.
My best friend. Listen. Best friend. We talked about this like 2 years ago, best friend. What's going on? Chris Brown is owing $2 million attempted. He took a loan out to buy, I think, like 2 Popeyes franchises or whatever. And he didn't. I don't know what happened, but what was the bank? I forget the bank. Anyway, he got a loan. $2 million. They suing him.
Oh
They
no.
suing him. He got the loan and didn't buy the Popeyes. Just give them their money back. It's interest and all kind of shit now. That shit is past $2 million. It's like 2 point such. But best friend.
Boo crazy, man.
Best friend. No slander. No Chris Brown slander. But best friend. If you get the Popeyes, I say just use the money still and get the Popeyes and paying back off that because I like Popeyes. I like the biscuits and shit. But come on.
Shout out to Ashley Jana. Thank you for joining us. Legendary songbird Misha did put her list of Mount Rushmore singers, and hers are Whitney Houston, Brandy, Jasmine Sullivan, and Beyonce.
Of course, Beyonce. So we almost have the same list.
No,
I
you
had
don't.
Brandy.
You don't have the same list.
Right, I had Whitney, Brandy, and Jasmine
Yes, you
Sullivan.
did.
What the
Yes,
hell?
you did. Yes,
Don't
you
do
did.
me. But
Yes, you did.
yes, Songbird Mish.
Come on.
Me and Misha have 2 songs on Guard Your Heart, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Don't be
very,
scared.
very excited for that.
She sang me through my deliveries for my children.
Zachariah, you like Drake?
Well, like who?
Drake? Wow.
Aubrey Graham.
Hey,
well,
Zachariah, crazy. Hey,
well, him and Charlamagne must be feeling the same because him and Drake have been going at it. Okay.
Really?
Drake and Charlamagne.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Yeah. What's up?
he said, you're crazy.
He said,
Zachariah crazy. He top 3 all time.
Talk about
Okay,
it.
he making noises. This guy, Zachariah,
Talk about
crazy.
it. Talk
And you my
about
brother, but he over there making noises. Hey,
He says, Charlamagne, what up?
So he's releasing an album called For All the Dogs on October 6th. Drake's smart. So he's going back and forth with Charlamagne right now. And but it's drawing more attention to the album release.
Of course.
He's very, very smart. So I'm very excited, as I always am. Looks like you're not.
Oh,
and
he's like,
yeah, you crazy, bro.
Quick question. This ain't plugged in. Is that a problem?
Oh, no. It's
Okay.
it's
It's
Bluetooth.
wireless. All right, cool.
Like, my mic don't work.
I'm like, look.
You said in other news.
Crazy. He skipped right over the topic.
Songbird says she likes Drake.
All right, let's talk about Drake.
This nigga crazy.
He said, I guess.
He said, my
Okay.
mic's not working no more. I don't want to talk no more. You crazy.
Going from Chris Brown to Drake is crazy.
Yeah. So Usher is performing this year at the Super Bowl halftime performance.
Yes, he is. Come on, Vegas.
The biggest music stage in the world. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
And
yes.
he's worthy. He's been practicing for this performance his whole residency in Vegas.
Facts.
And he has the best R&B album of all time.
One of the best.
Confessions.
The best R&B album of all time.
I can
We
agree
here
with that.
for it.
My God, give me
can
some.
agree
I'm
with
here
that.
for it in Vegas. I'm here for the Super Bowl. I'm here for anything Usher. He is still holding it down.
Yeah.
Usher is still every generation of newbies or whatever you want to say. Usher is still at the top. When we talking about entertainment, yes, he is. When we talking about entertainers,
Yeah.
Usher is still in those. He's still in the conversations. He's
Oh,
still in
absolutely.
conversations.
Absolutely.
He's still in the conversation.
I feel like he just dominates R&B ever since the scandal with R. Kelly. Because usually it was like R. Kelly and then Usher and then
Yeah.
Chris Brown. But I feel like he's just,
Usher takes the
He's
crown.
Yeah.
consistent.
yeah, very consistent.
He's consistent.
Just
Super
hits-
Bowl is.
Can't be.
There's absolutely no way his career could have been told without a Super Bowl performance in there. I just think it's like, oh, dude, it's old. It's almost like no surprise, duh. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he should be in there. He should have a Super Bowl
Absolutely.
halftime show under his belt. We
Zach-
love you, Ursh.
Zachariah, before we get to the next segment,
Yeah.
for all the ladies watching,
Uh-oh.
are you single, brother?
Yes, I'm single.
You're single.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want you to really dig into your personal experience with this next question. It's a
Okay.
relationship question.
All right.
It's probably our most popular segment because everyone wants to chime in and give their input and their take on what Vu's about to ask us. So can we get the nice visual of the beautiful Deja Vu, please? Can we? Yay! What is it? Love,
It's like
like, and-
it's the little violins. Love, like, and relationships.
love, like, and relationships. So every week, Zachariah, Deja Vu asks us a very personal question about relationships, and you can choose to talk about your personal experiences and just let the world know how you feel.
I like
Okay.
to kind of correlate them, if not personally, then correlate them with maybe the guest or something that's just happened in the
Yes.
past week. There's been a lot of breakups. We talked about this last week, of course. I am so devastated about Tiana and Iman, but it just seems like it's just back to back. What is your take on mixing like business and pleasure? Can you date your muse? Can a relationship come from it? Do you believe in like mixing the two?
Yeah, potentially. I think that would be dope to have like, I want to be able to photograph you, as a photographer. Like I want somebody that I can take photos of and to be my muse, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's an ideal situation, not that I like, want to date my models, but at the same time, like, at the same time, like, yeah, I don't, mixing business and pleasure is different. Like having a muse that you just take photos of is another thing.
So in situation, and I say that using that specifically because there's been couples where like an artist and the background dancer have become a couple. They get married, they have children,
Yeah.
and now that dancer is way more protective because he or she knows how he or she got him. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So are you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Are you fraternizing with your dancers
okay, I
now? Oh no, you
understand.
can't have,
Yeah.
you can't have female makeup artists because I used to be your makeup artist and now we're married.
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's what
yeah.
I'm saying. Like, do you think it's like it could be successful and can it still? Is there still life after you're now dating your business person and?
Got you. Absolutely. With me, I'm very professional. So like, if something ever comes of that, like, if a client, for instance, if a client and I like started talking, it wouldn't be like during the shoot. I'd never do that. But like, if we started talking afterwards and kept in contact. Like, I'm not gonna block a blessing,
Right.
If if that happens to happen. But once I'm in a relationship, and I'm in a relationship, like I don't mess around. Like, you'll never have to worry about me, no matter who I'm shooting.
Right. Right.
You'll never have to worry about that.
That's
or makeup
awesome.
artist, whoever, it doesn't matter. I'm very, once I'm shooting, if I'm at work, I'm at work.
Got it.
So there's never like a cross pollination with that.
That was such a loaded question. I thought I had a short response. It might be a little longer.
I love it.
So I think business and pleasure initially no. And for example, like if I'm managing somebody or if I'm taping someone at the self-tape studio I try to just keep it very professional because I think it's inappropriate to like, hey, pull up, and then you kind of hit on them and it's like, hey, I didn't, so I think that's inappropriate. Yeah. I'm still going back and forth on whether or not like I would date an entertainer. I know I am one, but I know that it's just tough because the situations you're put in, Hollywood, entertainment, so I don't know if I'm open to that. I'm still deciding on that. But I think after you find your person, you can definitely build and mix business with pleasure and build businesses and work together and stuff like that after the fact.
Yeah, because see, in your case, say you're there's another artist and they're dope.
Yes.
You guys decide to do a joint project together.
Yes.
So now just say you guys spend 4 weeks locked in the studio, not consecutive, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like in and out the studio for 4 weeks, but you guys have been spending hella hours together because you guys are working on a project.
Yes.
But something comes from that.
Yes. You're
What if you
asking
guys
me?
have like a song that's a little more intimate, or you're filming, or you have to film? Like, I'm just saying, you're in situations where sex can be like, not sex, but attraction or things of that nature can be like thrown at you, because that could be the project.
Well, y'all know how transparent I am with my music, and I've also dated artists in the past, and we've done music together. Mm-hmm. If I'm in something and have somebody, I'm pretty respectful. I'm loyal. I'm not going to, cheat at this point in my life. You just got to know how to avoid temptation, I guess, and not really put yourselves in those situations where something could happen or something like that. I try to keep it professional. And when I manage you, I keep it professional.
You guys gave such good guy answers.
What you got?
That's awesome.
Go ahead, boo.
Go ahead. What?
I was.
Oh, I have to answer?
Yes, you have to answer.
Did you guys see the interview where Sierra got asked about co-parenting with Future and she didn't answer? She just
She laughed like that.
That's funny.
You gonna answer?
Anyway,
She crazy.
we don't have Ariel. We don't have Keon to segue us into sports.
No, you can answer.
I'm not.
You're not gonna answer?
That was my answer.
Well, I was gonna do one thing I do love. One thing I do love is my Dallas Cowboys.
There we go. There we go.
Even though we lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Very
Talk
disappointing
about it.
loss.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
You guys won.
We did against
I don't know who y'all played. I forgot who y'all played.
the Raiders.
The
Sorry,
Raiders.
Rocky. We did play the Raiders in Las Vegas, and we did win. Yeah.
The Miami Dolphins beat who'd the Dolphins play? They won by 50 points.
Damn.
And they were like 6 points away from doing an all-time record in NFL points. I think the record
Miami
was
Dolphins?
Yes. I think 76 was the record. I believe they scored 70. I think they beat. Did they beat the Titans? Ariel, let me know.
Boo-hoo.
Let me know who they played. Antoinette is an Eagles fan.
Oh.
And we got something for y'all. Y'all barely won today, I
Dolphins
think.
beat the Titans.
They did win, but they barely won, I think. Last time I checked, they were barely winning.
Wait, you said who? You said the Dolphins.
Yes.
The Dolphins beat the Titans by how many points?
The Dolphins won by 50 points.
Wow.
What are you talking about?
Look, you would have told somebody that. in
Denver. They beat
1995.
Denver.
Oh, okay.
They beat Denver.
Okay.
Look, Antoinette, we got something for y'all when we play y'all. You know what we do to y'all when we play y'all, right? You know we're going to win the division, right?
Wait,
All
who
right.
is her team?
Antoinette's an Eagles fan. That's like one of our biggest rivals. We won't mess with y'all.
Oh, he said the Bears.
The
Ariel
Bears.
says the Bears. Is that who they played?
They
the
beat
Bears?
they beat Denver. Yeah, they beat
Don't
Denver.
play me.
Broncos.
Oh.
Yeah. Y'all trash, Ariel. Love you, brother.
Is Ariel's team the Bears?
No, Titans.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, duh. Yeah, he's a Titans
Yeah.
fan.
Trash.
We play the Titans. Ariel, we play the Titans.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see.
You watch football, Zachariah?
Not so much anymore. I used to, when I had nothing else to do when I was in Wisconsin.
Not when I had nothing else to do.
Yeah, I just haven't.
Okay.
I just
Because you're booked and busy.
Yeah.
Do you have a team? Would you have a team if you did watch?
Yeah. I'm a Packers fan.
Packers?
Trash.
Yeah. yeah.
Terrible.
Okay.
What about
He
a
said okay.
basketball team?
I never. You know what? I never really been into NBA. But I've gone to Clippers games and
Who
to
this?
a Lakers game.
Clippers? You wouldn't say? Oh, you would.
I don't really have an opinion.
Oh,
about-
okay.
I used to
Ariel,
watch Michael Jordan when I was a kid.
Ariel would like to make a bet.
Make a bet. Ooh, Ariel.
We're going to call you after and figure that out.
We might have to. I'm down. I'm game. Speaking of the Dolphins, though, I did read that Serena and Venus Williams are the first black women owners of an NFL team,
I had not heard
and
any
they were
news
holding
about
up
that.
Dolphin jerseys.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
I was trying to find the headlines so I could validate, but I know what I read. I could read.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Shout out to
That's
them.
a big deal.
It is.
Dope.
It is.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
It is.
Zachariah, where can people find you on social media?
On social media, at Zachariah_shoots on Instagram, Zachariah Shoots on Twitter or X. And also, I do have a YouTube show.
I thought he was gonna say OnlyFans.
Nope. Won't be on that platform. No offense to anybody that's on that platform, just not me. I also have a YouTube channel at Zachariah Shoots. I have a show called Behind the Headshot where I interview actors and other people in the industry. It's a little behind the scenes on our headshot session. And,
I love it. I love the title.
Thank you. But yeah, I got 5 episodes out right now. I have,
Oh, wow.
I think 5 more that I haven't posted yet, so I got to get on that.
Absolutely.
More episodes coming soon, so stay tuned. Subscribe.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, you guys.
Of course,
I appreciate you.
Always. We appreciate you showing up.
Yeah, thanks for the
I'm
love.
going to close with some words of wisdom from the Lord, whatever is in my spirit, and if you want to add, you
However
can.
he moves you.
Yep. I will start by saying, just because the world hasn't seen or heard your talents doesn't mean you're not it or elite or the greatest or whatever it may be. Some people feel like because their talents aren't on display, they're not going where the Lord's taking them. You know, when you are it, you believe it, you walk it. When that opportunity meets the hard work, you're already that thing, rather than having to get ready or having to show up or having to prepare. Like, y'all know me. I try everything, I do everything, and I really feel like I know where God's taking me. So when those things and those worlds meet, I'm already that.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? So,
Yes.
so some people feel like, dang, people aren't hearing my music, or people aren't seeing I didn't book this thing, this TV show, or this movie, or this big, residual commercial, or my art, or whatever it may be that it is that you do. You just keep working it, and you hold on to that vision that God showed you and gave you, because He's going to bring that to light.
Yeah.
Shout out Chef Ira for tuning
Yeah.
in.
I've said this before. There's no gatekeepers in this world, even though some people claim to be. The only gatekeeper is God, and God can make anything happen at any given moment when you least expect it.
Yeah.
So keep working, keep going hard, keep praying. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
I want to add.
Yes,
I
please.
want to add too.
Oh, there you go. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, things.
It's really quick. I just want to say, I had a question yesterday, and I had a moment, and it made me wonder, like, do therapists go to therapy?
Mm.
They do.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
You know this for sure?
Most therapists have therapists.
It's just something I wanted to look into. I want to know that, like, and I asked that to say, like, check on your strong friends.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who are always providing, like, the comical relief, or the ones that are always an ear or a shoulder to lean on, a call to make, or whatever the case. Like, that becomes a lot when you're that for a lot of people.
Those people need people too.
Yeah. So just check on your strong friends,
sure.
because you have no idea how heavy their weight is
Yeah.
while wanting to still, you know what I mean, be that for who they care about.
Because the thing about those friends is they're not therapists; they are your friends.
Yes.
So-
And it becomes a lot though. And you don't, and you want to remain, if you're a person who wants to be that to people, you don't share how hard it is. You know what I mean? You just
Yeah.
continue to be that for them, and then you
Yeah.
just hurt or break down on the back end.
Yeah.
So if you're always the one like checking on people and seeing how people are doing, just make sure you're getting that as well, because it's draining and it could be a lot.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wanted to add to what Tony said. Don't undervalue the power of planting seeds, because what you're doing is planting seeds. You know, because in every no is still, you still made an impact. You know, especially when it comes to like auditioning and things like that.
So many no's.
You know, there's
But
there's
it
gonna be a lot of
seeds.
no's, but those people see you. Those people, you know, you're in front of these casting directors. Those people see you, and you know, whoever it might be a no, might just be a not yet.
Not yet.
You're planting seeds.
Definitely
the seeds are
could
gonna
be
pop up eventually.
Amen.
Yeah.
I like that.
Keep planting seeds. Keep believing in yourself. Love, man.
Love y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. This is The Fix.
The Fix.
Fix.
Done early. Star like, what?
Instagram blue checks, man. How are you feeling about these Instagram blue checks?
Cool, man.
For just $14.99, you too can get you a blue check.
So here's my thing.
Oh, no.
I've submitted my stuff 8